Once upon a time, in a remote valley surrounded by lush mountains, there lay a serene lotus pond. The pond was a place of tranquil beauty, hidden from the hustle and bustle of the world. It was a refuge for all who sought solace in its quiet depths. In this secluded valley, there lived a Zen master known as Sesshin. He was a man of great wisdom, known for his profound teachings on the path of enlightenment. Sesshin had chosen this valley and its lotus pond as his home, for he believed that the stillness of the water and the blossoming of the lotus held the secrets to a peaceful heart. Each morning, Sesshin would sit by the pond, gazing at the lotus flowers that adorned its surface. The lotus blossoms were a testament to the interplay of life and nature, for they emerged from the muddy depths, their pristine petals untouched by the murk below. Sesshin often used the lotus as a metaphor for the human soul, emphasizing the potential for purity to rise from the most challenging circumstances. One crisp morning, as the sun cast a golden glow upon the lotus pond, a young monk named Kaito approached Sesshin. Kaito had been a novice at the monastery for only a short time, and he was drawn to the wisdom of the old master. "Master Sesshin," Kaito began, "I seek to understand the true nature of life and find inner peace. Can you guide me on this journey?" Sesshin smiled and motioned for Kaito to join him by the lotus pond. "Life, my young friend, is like the lotus," he began, his voice as gentle as a whispering breeze. "The lotus grows amidst the mud and muck, yet it blooms with pristine beauty. In the same way, we, as human beings, must learn to rise above the challenges and impurities of life to find our inner serenity." Kaito nodded, captivated by the metaphor. "But how do we rise above, Master? How do we find our inner serenity?" Sesshin gestured to the lotus flowers, their petals untouched by the murky water. "The lotus teaches us that purity lies within us, waiting to emerge. To find serenity, we must cultivate a mind as still and clear as the lotus pond. The journey begins with understanding and taming the restless mind, much like weeding a garden." Kaito was eager to begin his journey of self-discovery. He decided to become a diligent student of Sesshin, following the master's guidance with unwavering determination. Months turned into years, and Kaito became deeply immersed in his practice. He meditated by the lotus pond, listened to Sesshin's teachings, and observed the ways of nature. Through the changing seasons, he discovered profound truths about life and the human experience. One day, as Kaito sat in meditation by the pond, a violent storm suddenly swept through the valley. The wind howled, rain poured down in torrents, and the surface of the lotus pond roiled in chaos. Kaito clung to his meditative posture, determined to maintain his inner stillness amidst the turmoil. When the storm finally subsided, Kaito opened his eyes, expecting to see the lotus pond in disarray. To his surprise, the lotus flowers remained as serene and untouched as ever. He rushed to Master Sesshin, eager to share this revelation. "Master, I witnessed the storm, and yet the lotus pond remained unchanged. I have learned that true serenity is not disturbed by external forces." Sesshin smiled, acknowledging Kaito's insight. "Indeed, my young friend. The lotus teaches us that external circumstances may be chaotic, but our inner serenity can remain undisturbed. This is the essence of Zen." With this understanding, Kaito continued his practice with renewed dedication. He embraced the challenges and chaos of life, learning to maintain inner calm regardless of external conditions. He grew in wisdom and spiritual insight, becoming a source of inspiration to the other monks in the monastery. Years passed, and Kaito's reputation as a wise and serene monk spread far and wide. People came from distant lands to seek his guidance on the path of enlightenment. Kaito welcomed them with an open heart, teaching them the lessons he had learned by the lotus pond. One day, a traveler from a distant city arrived at the monastery. His name was Hiroshi, and he had heard of Kaito's wisdom and serenity. He sought answers to questions that had troubled him for years. Kaito greeted Hiroshi warmly and invited him to sit by the lotus pond. The air was filled with the delicate fragrance of lotus blossoms as they engaged in deep conversation. "Hiroshi," Kaito began, "what is it that troubles your heart? Why have you traveled so far to seek guidance?" Hiroshi hesitated for a moment before speaking. "Master Kaito, I am tormented by the relentless pursuit of success and material wealth. I have achieved much in my life, but it has brought me little peace. I yearn to find meaning and serenity." Kaito nodded with empathy. The pursuit of material wealth can be like the turbulent storm that swept through this valley. It may disturb the surface, but it cannot touch the depth of the lotus. To find serenity, you must learn to detach from the external trappings of success and discover the beauty within. Hiroshi listened intently, eager to learn more. Kaito continued, "The lotus teaches us that true beauty lies not in external appearances, but in the purity of the heart. To find serenity, you must cultivate a heart free from attachments and desires." With Kaito's guidance, Hiroshi began to explore the depths of his own heart. He learned to let go of his obsession with success and material gain, embracing a simpler and more meaningful life. As he spent time in meditation by the lotus pond, he discovered a newfound sense of serenity and contentment. Over the years, Hiroshi's transformation was profound. He gave up his city life and chose to live a simple existence in the valley, finding joy in the quietude of nature and the wisdom of the lotus pond. As Hiroshi and Kaito continued to guide others on their spiritual journeys, the reputation of the serene lotus pond and its wise inhabitants spread far and wide. Pilgrims and seekers from all corners of the world made their way to the remote valley, drawn by the allure of inner peace and enlightenment. The valley, once hidden and unknown, became a place of pilgrimage and inspiration, a testament to the timeless wisdom of the lotus and the profound teachings of those who had found solace by its side. In the stillness of that secluded paradise, the lotus continued to bloom, its petals untouched by the world's muddied waters, a symbol of the boundless potential for inner serenity and purity that resided within every human heart. And so, in the shadow of the surrounding mountains, the serene lotus pond remained, a sacred place where seekers, guided by the wisdom of the masters, learned to discover the lotus within their own hearts, a lotus of unblemished serenity that could blossom even in the murkiest of life's waters.